So Tucson is a really easy place to do mutual aid. A lot of mutual aid networks here. Really easy to loop into the community. Um, and it's like, when I talk about Tucson, I talk a lot about the pros and cons of being here. You're not going anywhere for a while. Pros and cons of being here, but like the definite pros are just definitely how big of a leftist community this is, and how it's not hard to loop into the community here. There are plenty of places this size where the community is more conservative about how people loop in. And like conservative usually has a bad thing because it's usually just a bunch of gatekeeping, and it's way more about maintaining hierarchies than it is about making sure only trusted people get in for the sake of a sense of security. And Tucson, it's like, because I feel like because people are who they say they are here, I don't know how much like trying to infiltrate communities is an issue, because it's like if you like or dislike certain things or agree or disagree with certain things, this isn't a place where you really have to like pretend. But like I know that when people infiltrate spaces, they're not doing it to pretend, they're doing it to manipulate people. Oh, somebody had a little oopsie. They care more about trying to use and abuse. And it's very concerning that leftist spaces get targeted like that, because it's like it's happened like throughout time, right? Like, and this happens in any space. I'm just talking about leftists right now because I'm a leftist. Of misogyny being a huge issue, like people getting attacked and like others in the group either disregarding that person or not believing them. And it comes down to privilege. Like, what was it? Even in the Black Panthers, there were men in that group that were attacking women, and they got to continue to go on to be leaders. And I don't think there are any groups to the magnitude of the Black Panthers today, and I could easily be wrong. And even though we know that things can happen in these groups, especially like, oh, it happened in a group as big and influential as the Black Panthers, it's like, what makes you think it's not going to happen to your tiny little group? So it's like there calls for a lot of vigilance. And not just vigilance, but like actually taking action. And I haven't been here that long, and I can confidently say, as of right now, I feel like the Tucson community keeps a good handle on, what's going on. It's especially helpful that a lot of the larger influential leftists here are sex workers. That already gives them a lot of experience and whatnot. And it's like, it's not a community totally run by a certain age demographic. Like, leftist communities run by younger people have a lot of problems because the younger people don't have the experience. And then leftist communities run by older people have problems because older people become jaded. I would say that there's age intersectionality here. Some people might agree based on different experiences. And then some people might disagree just because they had a bad experience and they don't consider other experiences. But it's important to find that balance, that medium of we being experienced without being jaded. Because from my perspective, there's no room for nihilism, because nihilism doesn't do anything. We're in this fight to do what we can. Oh. I mean, why does anybody fight, I know that being jaded and being nihilistic are two different things. But it's like older people can get so bogged down by their experiences and bring their trauma